What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome to the Weekly Tipoff. We have a great show for y'all today. We're going to dive into the Eastern Conference. Who are the favorites to make it out? Who's going to make the playoffs? We're also going to do a deep dive into the Knicks. We've got a special contributor here today to talk about the Knicks. Are they ready to win the chip yet? Do they need to make some moves? We'll talk about it. And then we're going to do a little all-star team for the Eastern Conference, but a fantasy edition. Coming up next on the Weekly Tipoff. All right. Welcome, gentlemen. Hello. And everyone, thanks for joining the show. Again, this is the Weekly Tip-Off brought to you by the Fantasy Basketball Advice Network. We have a lot of contributors here today, but these are the boys, man. These are the boys. We got a lot to talk about. I'm your host, Chris Long. My co-host, as you already know, Todd Paul on the end there. Say what's up.
How you guys doing?
Good. We got a normal contributor here, the man, the myth, the legend, the prophet, right here. What's up? And then we got a special contributor here, man, the myth, the legend, the guy in New York. I mean, he is New York. All right. Do it all. We still Knicks fans. What's up, Ron? How you doing?
Oh, man,
Appreciate you, man. Thank you guys for having me as always. I watch this show so much. I mean, you guys are my guys anyway, but I watch the show. I appreciate you, having me on, but I wanted to be on anyway because I definitely love what you guys are doing, and I will make sure I let all my peoples know to check y'all out.
I appreciate it, man. I almost didn't have you on the show because your team's kicking my team's ass right now, but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
We just need to get right, and unfortunately, y'all the victim. But that had nothing to do with y'all though.
Get right game.
We always the get right game, the get right Hornets. Tell you. All right, guys. So look, we wanted to make an Eastern Conference show today. I think we're just over 20 games in. So what's that about? 20, a quarter of the way into the season. Can't do math right now. But look, we got some surprise teams. We got the normal stays, the normal guys who are in. Right now, if I look at it, the standings right now, we got Detroit at 1, Toronto, Miami, New York, Orlando, and Cleveland fighting for the play-in. We got Atlanta, Boston, Philly, and Chicago. And then left out right now, we got Milwaukee, Charlotte, Brooklyn, Indiana, and the Wizards. So let's start off with this, and Prof, I want you to kick us off. Who do you think, I guess, out of that team, who's out of it right now, out of, let's say, Atlanta, Boston, Philly, Chicago, Milwaukee, Charlotte, Brooklyn, Indiana, and Wizards, like, who do you think is going to make a push to be one of those top teams, or you think they're going to, just completely fall out? I'm wondering, who's gonna make that leap?
Well, Indiana's got no chance, so we're gonna make sure we know that they're out of the equation. And I think, who knows, they might be positioning themselves. I'm not sure their pick situation, if their picks are actually owed to anyone else right now, but it actually may not be a bad idea for them to actually tank this year. I'm going to say it out there, put it out there, just tank. Brooklyn would be – it's always good for them to tank because they need to continue to accumulate assets. I think that this recent draft, they had some ideas. There's some solid picks, but there's some question there in terms of like diamonds of development, things like that. Personally, for me, Danny Wolf's there as well, right? So I like Danny Wolf as a prospect. Just got to see how that shakes out. I love Washington. I know they're 3-17. I love the talent pool there. I'll always kind of love that talent pool. A lot of nice wings. Coulibaly, Cam Whitmore, AJ Johnson, one of my favorite players in the NBA overall, even though he doesn't get any burn. But I think I mean you gotta believe that Boston can make a way to get more competitive. I thought did they beat the Knicks the other night? Did they?
Wow. Wow, man. This is how you treat our special guest, bro. I
I'm just
love it.
asking a
I love
question.
Sorry, who we talking about?
The Boston Celtics.
Yeah, they beat the Knicks.
Okay, I mean they're not that far off from the Knicks, so like that line is very in the East is it's tight. It's a ton of 13-8, 13-9 teams. So it's very there's not a lot of separation there. So everybody's got to play their best basketball right now. So hopefully everybody can kind of stay in that space and that'll happen. Philly, you never know with them as well, but it's really hard to see the future. And I know I'm the prophet, but to see the future in the Eastern Conference right now and get ahead of yourself. So that's all I got for you on that.
No, that's what's up. I guess let me say this. So right now, the top team Detroit is 17-4, and then like the 10 seed is Chicago, the 9-11. Right now, the Knicks are 13-7. We're gonna go deep into the Knicks, but Ron, right now you could say people kind of said it was going to be a weak East. Right now, the Knicks are 4, so again, 13-7. It's a good record. Do you expect them to be one of the top 2 seeds, or do you expect any of these other teams to kind of rise above them? Like I'm interested to see, and also who you fear in the East. I'm interested to hear your perspective there.
Well, first off, let me just say, isn't it funny how you just mentioned that the 10th seed is the Bulls and they're 9-11? They started the season 6-0. Sorry. That wasn't a shot at you. I'm just like, that's how quickly things change in the NBA. It's wild.
True.
That's crazy.
True.
I do definitely think that the Knicks will be right there, 1 or 2. I know obviously some Knicks fans want to be number 1. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really. To me, I think for the Knicks to be a team that they are supposed to be a top team in the East, 1 or 2 has to be it. Like 3 is not it for the Knicks because you want to have that first round bye. So you want to, at least that's a good thing. So 1 or 2, but it doesn't really matter. But as far as who do I think, as a Knicks fan, do I fear? Listen, I learned last year to not take a lot of these teams for granted. Nobody wanted to see, nobody took Cleveland as a real team. And all Cleveland did was run through the whole entire league throughout the regular season. They just mopped up everybody. Yep. And so I am not going to do what I did last year and take the team for granted. So I'll be honest. There's only 2 teams right now that I could say I fear in the East, and that is the Detroit Pistons and the Orlando Magic. Do I think that the Orlando Magic are a top 2 team? No. But I think they are a terrible matchup for the Knicks. For whatever reason, they've been making it rough for the Knicks for the last 3-4 years. So they're a bad matchup. And then Detroit is Detroit's dangerous because they got some of the best defense in the league. But if they could start scoring points, and I heard that I think they're averaging around 116, 107. Like, what's going on? Like, this is crazy. So I don't know. Detroit's one to watch.
That's awesome. That's very true. And they had to call out your Bulls too, Todd. That's incredible. Yeah. What do you think, Todd? As far as the Bulls, you got the Cavs in there that Ron mentioned. Heat also at 3, which is a big surprise. Bam hasn't played a lot of the season. Hero is just coming back. Toronto at number 2. Like, Todd, we talked about
good, man.
With Todd, we talked about the real or BBL edition. It might be, I don't know. Might be a little juicy there for the Toronto. But what do you think, Todd?
I mean, I think Toronto's good. They're a good story so far, but I still think they're not for real. I think the Heat are actually good though, because the Heat for the last few years they always play good defense, but they couldn't score, and they were winning without Hero. Hero's back. Like, I see a lot of teams struggling to beat them because Bam can play the 4. They have Ware at the 5. Like, they can match up with anyone, and they can be small. They can be big. They're just solid from top to bottom. So I think the Heat will stick around. The Knicks are good. Magic, they're talented. I just don't think they play great basketball. But
yeah, We will not have the conversation about the Magic.
Yeah.
For sure. Let me shift you guys because we kind of had some breaking news today, right? With Giannis. If you guys saw, it was Brian Windhorst came and said Giannis asked for a trade, specifically wanted to quote be a Knick before the season. Milwaukee right now is 9-13, right? Prof, you're really good as like the GM guy. Like the Bucks can either stay with Giannis, keep going, or trade his tail to somewhere else. Trade him to New York. Maybe get Cat and some others. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts, Ron, too, about this. But like, if you're the Milwaukee GM, are you just tanking, or are you actually going to trade Giannis for assets, or are you just going to build more around Giannis?
I know I'm trading him, and I should get a haul wherever. I should get a haul, like picks, players, young talent, pretty much anything I want, I should get. But the question is a contender that's going to want him. And contenders normally don't have a significant amount of young assets, and that's what Milwaukee needs. So, a team like, okay, let's say the Knicks, they want him. I'm not doing them for Tyler Kolek, and Alec 40 or guys like that. No, absolutely not. So that fit is a little weird. They're going to have to give pieces that are young. Well, if you look at the Knicks roster, you got 30, 29. Like, those are the ages of those guys. So those guys, this is it for them. This is their moment. So they need to make sure that they really benefit. I think Atlanta is a good trade partner. I think Charlotte is a good trade partner. There's some pieces there. And I think Washington is a good trade partner. So, I think, and again, I know I keep saying Washington, but Washington is that team. They are special. In terms of the accumulation and talent that they have, you can get a good get, and if you get the right pieces, Cam Whitmore is a guy that I'm telling you, if he can just get a fair shot. I don't know what it is about character concern, but they got Trey Johnson in there, AJ Johnson, Cam Whitmore. If you can get Will Riley, you don't even know about Will Riley yet, but you will. And guys like Koulibaly, they're sitting there and they still have talent after that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a really interesting situation. I think it's the perfect trade partner, but unfortunately, they're gonna still suck after that trade for a long time, for a little long, about a good year or so. So, it's tough to find the right fit where they don't look like they got pie on their face. Like they don't look like they got in the trade.
Todd, you shaking your head. I saw you. What do you
think? Probably about Washington. Like they're not putting Giannis to a 3-17 team. It's not happening. That's insane.
That's why I said. Didn't I say it's difficult to trade him anywhere?
No, but there's places he can go.
I said the other places, but look. If I'm Milwaukee, I don't care what happens to Giannis. I want the right assets.
They're not going to trade him to.
Does he have a no trade clause?
I don't know.
But, no, that's a weird finger wag. He does.
No, he doesn't have a no trade clause.
Okay, so he goes where I want him to go.
Treat him like dirt and just trade him, ship him off to a terrible.
They got a ring. He got a ring. It's all good.
No,
we're good.
No, you say I'm cold blooded. No, stop. That's not happening.
I'm not going to say nothing else. I've been canceled by Todd, so I'm just gonna chill right here in my corner.
I would honestly, I'd talk to Orlando, like Paolo and Franz. They don't work well together.
So which one are you getting rid of?
Paolo.
Interesting.
How old is Giannis again?
Giannis is
32.
Yeah, maybe. Start looking. Okay,
I think he is.
Yeah, Orlando's not giving up Paolo or Franz.
Why not?
Because of the age.
Giannis is actually surprised. Yeah, 30. Just turned 30.
Nah, he's still good then. They might do that. He still got 3 more years. No, you're right. They could do that. But I don't know. I don't know. Paolo's nice, bro.
No, he's talented. Doesn't mean he's nice.
Ooh.
Ron, you a Duke fan, bro. Your guy.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Hey, let Todd speak and speak,
no,
man, guys.
He's like a lot of young NBA players. Like they have a massive skill set, but when it comes to like taking reliable shots, like he doesn't do it. And he's a mismatch. Like he should really eat every night because at his size and him playing the 4, like it's tough to guard him. But he doesn't understand. He doesn't shoot well. He should be driving, kind of like young LeBron, almost every night. But he'll cop out and take bad jumpers.
Yeah.
At least LeBron was able to figure out like, I'm good at this. I'm just going to do this every night.
So, I will say, real fast, guys.
You think Toronto would do a trade? That could work.
Who are they getting? Who are they going to give up?
They could give up Grady. You know what? And
come on, bro.
Sandro. You know, some picks.
Yo, you didn't even name
Boyles. They can give up Boyles. They got tons of young assets. They could afford to give up.
No, if Toronto's going to do a trade, they're doing Barnes and Quickly. Like you're giving up 2 out of the top 4 players. Because the money has to match too.
Yeah. We got to remember the money. You're right, 100%.
You're talking about
what's Giannis's contract? Contract?
I don't know.
We should get the trade machine.
He's
too.
making upwards of 60 million.
So the contract's got him at great point, though. Yeah. That's a good point.
Let me say this. I want to hear, because obviously they say Giannis wants to be a Knick. Just back to Todd's point really quickly. This year, Paolo, 25% from 3. Career low. Just throwing that out there.
I have no issues with Paolo. It's fun to talk about. You know he just got hurt tonight.
Giannis?
Paolo?
Yeah.
No, Giannis. He played 3 minutes and he left the game with the calf strain.
Or did he?
Oh, calf strain's a
very good point.
I hear you. But again, look, if you want to trade him, you're not looking at someone who just left the game hurt.
Yo, calf strains are bad. They linger. They're really bad, bro.
Well, they're bad and they lead to torn Achilles.
They do.
Achilles. So I think every team, based on what you saw from Halliburton, Lillard, and Tatum, they're not messing with, if they say, "Oh, my calf is tight," you're out for a week, 2 weeks,
at least.
They're not. Teams don't seem to be playing around with it because when I'm doing fantasy, I'm seeing a lot of calf strain, calf tightness, and the guys are out.
Good
point.
Ron, look, Giannis say he wants to be a Knick. What's your reaction? What do you think?
He fit right in, getting injured.
I don't care. Whatever.
I know, right?
He's just honest. No. From a Knicks standpoint, as a fan, of course, like I'd be foolish not to have that inclination of wanting Giannis on our team. I say on our team, like I'm with them, right? I get that paycheck.
You are.
Anyway, but I will say that Giannis is a hefty get. No matter where he goes, it's a big price tag. Even with the Knicks, like the Knicks have 2 bona fide all-stars on the team, and they might trade one to get Giannis, and even him being a 10-year NBA player, like a 4 or 5 year all-star, is still, you can't trade him 1 for 1. Like you still got to add more to him. And I'm talking about Karl Anthony Towns. Like the Knicks would have to trade Karl Anthony Towns and more to even, get Giannis, because that's how impactful Giannis is. I honestly, on the surface, I wouldn't do the trade because I feel like the Knicks would have to give up too much what's the point of crippling your team to bringing in a guy? And then you're looking at these three guys, and you're like, well, we don't got anybody else to play with. And these are a bunch of retreads and dudes that we can't do anything with. So my whole thing is, and that's what I think the Knicks are doing too. I think they are looking to possibly get a trade worked with a third team, because the Knicks can afford to give up Karl Anthony Towns.
They have even contracts.
Yeah, the money, that side of it is good, right? So they can give up Karl Anthony Towns. They can give up Mitchell Robinson, because apparently the Bucks do like Mitchell Robinson. So whatever. And when you think about Cat, it's almost like you got to think about he's a package deal for now, but Mitchell Robinson has an expiring contract. So that looks sexy to them, right? So you would have to give up Cat, Mitchell Robinson, and you probably have to give them a young player. I don't know, maybe a Pacom Dadier. And don't get me wrong, I know Pacom Dadier is not sexy. He hasn't done anything, but he's only 19 or 20 years old. And I'm not done. You also have to give them picks, and you have to give them a third team, and the third team will also be giving the Bucks something.
Do the Knicks have picks?
Yeah, Knicks have picks.
There are plenty of picks, right?
They don't have the sexy picks because they gave up 5 for Mikal Bridges.
Right,
but they still got picks. Yeah. They still got picks they can use, and they can give up 2 first-round picks and also give a boatload of seconds if need be. Now, I know that's not enough. That's why I said the Knicks need a third team.
Yeah.
I don't think they're attractive enough. You're right. 100% right.
Yo, I'm gonna give y'all a dark horse, man. You mentioned it. It's right there for the Hornets, bro. It's right there.
Thank you.
Look, it's right there.
They need him. Oh Lord, they need him.
You trade LaMelo, get a nice young star there. No matter what, the dude's gonna be exciting for your fans. The fans can be okay with that. Your picks are gonna be valuable. Knicks picks are not valuable, no matter what. Like they're always gonna be end of the round at any round you do. Hornets, you could get the number 1 pick next year if we trade it to you. That's right? True. So you
Melo
got
Melo and Bridges.
Melo, you could do Melo, Bridges. If they want to do you could do Melo, Bridges.
62 mil.
So you're probably going to have to take on what's his brother's name? Thanasis. I'm botching that up. But
you could botch up his name. He's trash.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to have to trade for him.
You guys are crazy. He's not.
Why?
Let me go to a 6-16 team.
I think it's a level of disrespect to
Giannis.
But
Todd, they're not. It doesn't matter. Milwaukee will do what they want to do.
But if you prefer to look at somebody who is supposed to be your franchise player, who when he won the championship and the MVP, gave one of the best speeches ever about his commitment to the game and what winning meant to him. You can't just treat that dude like he's, listen, we're a business. We're just going to ship you up. He brought this Milwaukee. You know how bad Milwaukee was for years before they won that championship?
Wait, Melo went to the Knicks. What was that trade?
That was, they gave up Wilson Chandler, Gallinari. They gave up a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Were they good? Any of them good?
At the time, the Knicks were winning, and they were streaking. Yeah, but it didn't matter. Melo was coming.
Melo went to the Knicks. Gallinari went to Denver, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Who else went to Denver?
Well, all of them went to Denver.
Who else went to Denver? Not all of them. Who went to Denver? Yes,
Chandler, Mozgov. I just said that.
Yeah, but
Mozgov went to Cleveland and won a championship.
Because he was like the 12th man on the roster.
He was the big man. No, he was the big.
What's the point?
He backed up their big.
My point is that wasn't like a great return on a Melo.
No, it's not a great return in hindsight. Like when you look at the NBA career, but at the time, they were young players, and the Knicks were winning.
Yeah, that was the core of the Knicks team that they took.
Mozgov was the core.
No,
Mozgov, Gallinari, Wilson Chandler.
Gallinari and Wilson Chandler definitely.
Well,
definitely those two.
And to be honest, no disrespect to Melo, but you're comparing Melo to Giannis, and that's insane.
Whoa, Melo's.
Whoa!
Get your man, Melo.
Whoa!
You speak on it,
He's right. I mean, Melo in Melo's prime, Melo was a top 10 player in the league, but he wasn't top 5. Top 5 consisted of the Dwayne Wades, the LeBron Jameses, and so on and so forth. The Steph Currys.
No, you guys are smoking if you think Melo is the same as Giannis.
Giannis won a championship already. Giannis got a chip under his belt. What are you talking
Did
about?
Melo just go into the hall?
I mean, I thought he did. I don't know. I thought he did.
From the sound of it, I guess he didn't go to the Hall of Fame.
Listen, why you trying? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me big up somebody else, but I'm playing my guy Melo. Melo hasn't won a championship. Melo doesn't play defense. He's been regarded as a selfish player. He was exiled from the league. Like, come on, man.
I hate none of that is that's all hearsay. We talking about actual production.
You all heard him say it. Well, you hearsay.
We talking about actual production. We talking about numbers. Like, bro, the dude was ultra productive.
Giannis is a two-way play. He averages 30 points per game. Is one of the best.
I understand all that, but like we can't say Giannis ain't in the Hall of Fame. Giannis ain't in the Hall of Fame. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, guys.
He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Look, obviously, yes, Giannis probably right now has a more accomplished career, right? I think we can agree to that, but to say Melo's not even close is
bro,
wild. No one's saying that, but just look, you guys are
very offensive.
I'm
Melo, man.
For
Melo. Shoot.
But everything Melo has done, his scoring titles, all that stuff, Giannis averages 30 points.
Don't put this on SKF.
Melo didn't win the scoring title, but when he was the runner-up, he was averaging about 30 points. Rebounding. Giannis rebounds more than him. Assists. Giannis gives more assists. And Giannis plays defense. Like, come on. Why are you making me do this?
Stay mellow. Stay mellow. Stay mellow.
What are you going to say, Todd? Go ahead, Todd.
I'm with you, Mels. Just know.
That's crazy to me.
One more thing, too. Giannis has 2 more years on his contract. Melo was an expiring contract when he got traded.
That is true. I want to say this, too. Like, you guys laughed at me about the Charlotte thing. Just remember, our head coach for Charlotte, assistant coach for the Bucks, the lead assistant coach for the Bucks, when they had the championship. Great relationship with Giannis.
I like him.
That's fair.
For Giannis to go to Charlotte, you build around Giannis, Brandon Miller, and Khan.
Giannis doesn't want to go to a rebuild, yo.
But Giannis doesn't choose. He don't have a no. He has a no. He don't have a no trade clause.
But he's not choose. He also hadn't said that he only wants to go to the Knicks. I'm sorry, Todd. He also said he said he wanted to go to the Knicks before in the offseason. That was then. But apparently he has preferred destination. It's the Knicks, it's the Clippers, and it's Miami. So it's not like Milwaukee doesn't have places to choose from.
That's true. Go ahead, Todd. What were you going to say?
Well, name me the last time an NBA star that was in a small market went to another small market.
Damn, that's
doesn't happen.
We gotta look up NBA star trades. Don't worry, I'm working on it. I got you.
Look, I mean, but Giannis also said he doesn't want to go to those. Now I don't know what his mentality changed, but remember he was the guy who was like, I'm not going to these big market teams that like super teams that's gonna be able to like win the championship easy. I mean, that would literally be the Knicks if he went there, right? So.
I mean, there's no guarantee. I mean, OKC is a beast.
So there's no guarantee about anything. You're right.
Ingram went from the Pelicans to the Raptors.
Yeah. Who? I don't think he demanded that trade though. Who? He said Ingram went from the Pelicans to the Raptors.
No, you can't compare Ingram. Stop.
Ingram's a 25 point per game scorer. He's been there for almost the last 6-7 years. What are you talking about?
No.
He has.
You can't compare.
It's not a choice. I'm not choosing this. This is what happened.
He's just saying in
the tiers,
there's tier 1, tier 2.
He's a great player.
He's not tier 1, tier 2.
Someone has to score on a bad team. Like,
well, normally stars don't get traded because they're stars. So anyway,
stars get traded all the time.
No. Normally they don't get traded, and if it does, it ends up like that Luka trade.
Guys. Let me say this for our audience watching. We do this every day. This is literally an everyday thing. Do not be surprised. This is literally every day, either call or text.
I don't think they're surprised.
It's
I
literally
think they're surprised that Todd said Melo is nothing compared to Giannis, but Giannis. I'm sorry.
Todd means
I didn't realize how fun this was going to be. This is like group chat come to life. This is fantastic. You guys don't know what you're getting right now. This is fantastic.
Yeah. Guys, let's move forward a little bit. I want us to look. Ron is here. We kind of talked about a little bit of the Knicks. We talked about Giannis possibility. But let's kind of stay on that a little bit. I want to hear everyone's perspective, not just Ron's too, but as NBA fans. For the Knicks, do the Knicks have enough? Do we feel like they could win a series against OKC? Can they win a series against Denver in the finals? Or is it something that they need to push over the edge? Look, Prof is kind of saying, sounds like he's saying you kind of need Giannis, right?
I like the Knicks team as is. I mean, Giannis would take them over the top, but how you get them, I don't know.
Yeah. So I guess for you guys, I'm actually, start with Ron and then, you guys chime in, but I want to know, do we think the Knicks have enough right now to win the chip? Simple question.
Honestly, as someone who talks about the Knicks every week and have to talk to a bunch of other people about being positive about the team and everything that we got going on, I still look at the team as a really good basketball team, but they are still they're 13-6 or 13-7. It's 21 games and they're still learning how to orchestrate their new offensive system, right? They are still trying to figure out how to read and react the proper way. Tonight, if anybody watched this game tonight, it was moments where they kind of fell back into the norm of what they used to do for the past 5 years under Thibodeau. There was moments where they weren't reading and reacting. They would dribble, and just trying to find somebody, one pass, get an open shot. And so they deviated from what they're learning, and they're gonna do that from time to time. But that's a little bit of a problem because that is what's going to take them to being an unpredictable team where the defense doesn't exactly know what they're doing. When they go back to that style, defense knows what to expect and know how to stop it. So, and you can't look at it like they played Charlotte tonight, no offense, but Charlotte just doesn't have the weapons to really combat that. We saw the difference when they played Boston. So that kind of helps open your eye and look at the team and see what they really have. Or are they ready? I will say that they can get better and they will get better by another 20 games or so from now. They're going to look like a totally different team, in my opinion, offensively. They're going to really be locked in. Now, where I worry is defense. Defense has been an issue for the New York Knicks this year. In the past, the Knicks have always been a top 15 defensive team. In certain points, when it gets time to go to the playoffs, they're a top 10 defensive team. And obviously, when they get in the playoffs, it's less teams, but they turn into a top 5 defensive team. So they always ratchet up, but that's under a certain style. They got their own principles. They used to do drop coverages and all that stuff. Now, under Brendan O'Connor, they're not doing that. They only do drop coverages to kind of help Karl Anthony Towns with what he's got going on. But as a team, that's not what they really want to do. They were second to last in 3-point defense last year. And then at one point, they were last. This year, to start with a new defensive system, they're last. Everybody and their mama can shoot threes against the Knicks. That is a problem. Teams come in with a 25% three-point rate. They finish with a 40. There's a problem there. So I'm a little concerned about the long haul. Are they good enough to play solid defense against tough offensive teams, in the playoffs? I will say this. I said not championship or bust. I said finals or bust. Do I think the Knicks can get through the East? Yes. I think they can make it to the finals and play in OKC or something, but I don't know if they can beat them. Not currently constituted. They might have to make a trade deadline move or something. They need a little bit more defense, and they really need length. So if they can get one player that can give them defense and has length, 6'8" or something like that, then that could help them a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I love that analysis. I don't think this. I know I got nothing else to say, man. That was perfect. I mean, like you said, good offensive team. I just trade Towns if it was me, man. Give me Giannis and swap him, and I'll give you, whatever else you need with it. And we work at third, like you said. I like that trade idea. but I think he's such a liability defensively that, if you want to take the next step, you got to replace him. And I think that's probably what Minnesota was thinking about, when they did that. So,
And before you guys continue, I just do want to. I don't know if you guys have seen, but there is a fellow content creator of mine put together like a little video. It's like Mikal Bridges can't stand Cat. And it shows Cat messing up on defense, and Mikal looking at him like,
"What are you doing?"
They're talking like. So
I need that video, bro. I need that video. So please send that.
Up a lot of different scenarios. Even last night's defense was terrible against Boston. The lane was wide open. So, yeah.
Bro, send me that video. I need that in my life.
I got you.
Todd, you think the Knicks run through the East, or you think someone else comes? Okay, let me hear it.
No, I just don't think they're like. I know he's talking about this new offensive system, but unless it's like Indiana's, which I doubt it is from last year, like I think teams are just going to be able to man up, and like it's still going to be hard sledding for the Knicks. The defense, I totally agree that like they're just not very good, especially with Cat. So, yeah, I think the other teams have gotten better. Like if they have to play the Pistons, I think they're in trouble. Like if they have to play Boston, like people are sleeping on Boston because if they can stay afloat, like Tatum's going to come back, right? So,
when's he scheduled to return? Is it like if they make the playoffs during the playoffs?
February, March.
Yeah, he's already shooting. Like
he's practicing.
That's great.
So,
that's great.
Like
great for my fantasy team. Yes, sir.
Just FYI though, Knicks did beat the Celtics last year. Just saying.
Yeah,
I was more of a fluke. That's my personal. Like you don't go up 20 points twice and like lose both. This doesn't happen very often.
That's what happened. You got to look at them.
Who?
Boston had some fugazi defense at that point, and they're one-dimensional offensively. So if they come into this year with a better game plan of being less one-dimensional, scoring in the paint and outside, then they're a very tough team to beat. I would agree with you. Like they could be the dark horse to come out the East if they switch it up and stop relying so much on the three. They're tough to beat.
I mean, look, I don't know if they're going to stop shooting three. I just think they'll probably think of it as like it worked 2 years ago. Last year, Tatum got hurt and they just shot poorly.
Although I will say, when Tatum got hurt, the Knicks were already up 3-1 in the series.
I know. But it doesn't mean when they're down 3-1 they can't reel off three in a row. It's just
true.
It's just I think, and like you said, the Knicks 3-point defense is terrible. So, like they're playing into their strengths against your weakness. Like they should make shots. If they're cold, they're cold. It's just it is what it is.
It's true.
But
yeah,
I think they're still good. The Cavs. I don't know.
That's a team. I think I'm just gonna Todd. I think if they trade Garland and actually get like someone on the perimeter that can play defense, they're gonna be tough, man.
I like Garland though. Man, that hurts.
I just don't. It's nothing personal against Garland. I think Garland's good.
No,
I just don't like Garland, and I don't think Garland and Donovan Mitchell win you a chip.
Nah,
like I don't.
Hey, Chris, it's funny you say that because I don't know what it is now. I don't follow these teams as closely as I used to, but rumors about last month were that fans and media were looking at Garland being the one to get out of there.
Yeah.
I see it.
I like Garland as a player, but I think Donovan does everything he does for them, and so it's like, who's going to be your usage junkie? And it's going to be Donovan. He's got Stickum on his hands, so he's not like ever passing the ball until he has to. So, I mean, you might as well just shift Mitchell down to a point guard, really, to be honest. It's a scoring PG, but, and then get some size to line them up next to him and have that person play the two. You know what I'm saying? And that gives them a little bit more. it's interesting. There's a lot of guys that you could think of. I don't know why this is popping in my head, but the Clippers got some pieces to give away, man. Like, I know they're older, but they're the type of guys that can help a team that needs a piece. Right
what pieces?
Todd's face.
What?
Todd's face.
Nah, like a Kawhi Leonard, like those type of guys aren't.
Yeah.
Like they're on the back end of their career, and they're not gonna get a great amount for them. But I think like adding a guy like some of those guys that they have, like those two, they can kind of like tip you a little bit. Like a Zubac somewhere can help somebody. Yeah. Like Zubac is gonna help somebody. So if I was a team and I was close, I'd be trying to figure out if one of those guys could work for me. Just something that popped in my head. It's an interesting thing. Yeah, they got warts. Yeah, Harden don't play no defense. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like Kawhi, never know. But like you don't have to give up. The Clippers are like, yo, we gotta get young. They're desperate right now to blow that thing up. So it's not gonna be, a big wait. And I'm gonna look at the trade machine, while someone else talks, so I can get an idea of how feasible that is. But now, just hear me out, Todd. Jeez, man.
No, I'm hearing you out. I just disagree. Kawhi, like no team can really trade for Kawhi. I'm sorry, you can't do it.
Even if they don't give up a lot.
What's not a lot?
That's why I'm going to the trade machine, sir.
Well, I mean, the other thing too is not only do you have to worry about
to give up a role player, like
you got to worry about.
No, they're trying to get rid. No, they're trying to get rid of those guys.
Yeah. But the money, of course.
I know. It's feasible. It's feasible, man.
They just said CP so dirty today.
Somebody might do it. I don't know who.
No, Clippers are trash, yo.
All right, guys. Look, one of the things we got, guys. We know we can do this. We do this every day anyway. We can go for hours here. But
do this every day.
Let's do this, guys. So I know part of the show we wanted to do build out an all-star team for the East, right? That was a thing I think to do, and kind of looking from a fantasy perspective as well. Probably given the time that we've done, let's just try to shoot for just guards. So let's just do 1 and 2s, right? The 1 guard and a 2 guard, right? So if I'm looking at the fantasy rankings right now, I mean, Josh Giddey is pretty up there, right? You have Scotty Barnes is not really he's like a 3.
He's a 4.
Oh, he's a 4? All right.
He's a 4, but yeah.
No, he's a forward. He's a 3 or 4.
He's a forward? Oh, okay. I mean, you also have Maxey, obviously. You got Brunson, got Jalen Johnson. Jalen's a 3 too. He's a 4 as well. But look, you got a lot of good players in the East that are, really battling. But Todd, I want you to start giving me who you think, should make kind of like the all-star squad. So let's just do like if we're running 10 players, right? We're gonna do point guard, 2 guard. So it's gonna be 4 players, right? You got to do the bench too. Who's leading on the fantasy side? And then we can kind of say like, are they actually legit? Compared to like real life standards.
Okay, and this is just the East, right? So I'm going to start with Cade for sure.
Yep.
And then, I mean, Giddey's numbers are like 20, 10, and 10. Like, I think Brunson's a better player.
Giddey,
but it's hard to deny someone who's averaging 20.
Does he have steals? Does he play defense?
He's averaging 20, 10, and 10. Like what are you talking about?
Keep going. What other?
After that,
I hear you though.
After that, I mean,
I hear you.
Guards, I would keep going with Brunson. I would consider Jalen Brown,
Maxey.
Yeah, Maxey's in there. He's in the boat.
Maxey's in there. My fault.
He's in the mix. Like it's tough. I mean, I would say the starters are probably Cade and Maxey.
Thanks for throwing Maxey in there.
You
think
playing 40 minutes a game, averaging 33 points a game.
No,
but yeah, he's the last guy you mentioned. My fault. Sorry. Let me stop.
I mean, hey, I have to throw in Giddy when I can.
Ron, you think? I mean, so look, yeah, you got a lot of good players there in the mix. I mean, Ron, like for the season, do we think like it's going to shake out that way? Like, do you see Brunson in the East as like the number one point guard? Do you see him above all these guys, or look, everybody's face is like twisted up? But do you see him as like even a top 4, top 3 point guard in the East?
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. I'm not one of those. I've watched a lot of basketball. I've been a Knicks fan since early 90s, like 91, 92. I've seen a lot. I see how season starts and I see how it ends. So, yes, do I feel like when it's all said and done, by the end of the year, Brunson will be top 2 point guard in the league? In the East, yes, I do feel that way. But right now, Maxey is killing. Cade is killing. I would personally say, for me, because I'm a homer for Brunson, I don't care what anybody says. Brunson is a beast. I don't care. He can even have a bad game, and I still like he's still the best. But whatever. I would say Cade is the starter, and I would like Brunson in there. But realistically, I know that Maxey's numbers are like freaking ridiculous. So I would say it would have to be, most likely is going to be Cade and Maxey as the starters. Off the bench, I would say it's Brunson and maybe Josh Giddey, because they're going to need to pick somebody from the Bulls, and I would give Josh Giddey the nod, but I wouldn't make him the starter because it goes back to what I said earlier. They started off 6-0, and now they're 9-12 or whatever it is. Like that it goes into the minds of voters. Like, hey, your team is actually you're doing great, but your team ain't doing great. So they look at that.
And guys, we didn't even mention Donovan Mitchell. Didn't even mention.
I was just looking at him. He's averaging 30. Like,
yeah, like. Come on, man. Y'all.
Every year. No, I mean, Donovan might get the nod over. I would say Donovan gets the nod over Giddey. I think Brunson's star power is starting to increase. He's everywhere now. He's on commercials. The kids know who Jalen Brunson is. He's the underdog. He's small. So in the past, he didn't have enough cachet. I think he's starting to build that with the podcast stuff and all. I think voters are starting to kind of lean towards him as being in the mix. So I would say those are top 3. Cade, Maxey, Donovan, and then Brunson over, also because of the fact that these teams are winning.
Yeah.
So you said 10 people, right?
No, we're gonna do, because if we do 10 people, we're gonna be here all night, and we some old ass men, so we ain't gonna do that. But we got guards here. Next show we'll do just the forwards and the center. But definitely it's interesting. We talked about 4 or 5 guys. Trae Young's just coming back. Look, LaMelo could, who knows?
I think they got a lot of bias towards teams that are bad, bro.
There's a lot of bias towards, you know what, Ron? No, listen, Ron cooked there, because there's a lot of bias, one, against small market teams off the top. That is fact. Small, unless you're winning like super, you got to be part of a large market team. So if you're a small market team and you're losing, it's not going to happen. LaMelo's numbers last year's were ridiculous, and he didn't sniff the All-Star team. But you're talking about New York, then you're also talking about Philly, Cleveland, and then Chicago, right? Big markets. So it's very, 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 very interesting.
Who deserves it, man? Jalen Johnson deserves it.
So I agree, but he's a 3. He's a 3,
right?
Yeah, 3-4.
But I 1,000% agree with you.
He's so efficient, bro.
Yeah, when we have the forward
he's stupid athletic, bro. Like stupid athletic. So I just think he deserves to be on there. Hopefully he'll get a nod. I mean, deserving don't mean nothing, obviously, but
but maybe
I'm not going to say anybody different than what you guys said. So, I mean, Maxey, Giannis, Donovan, all those guys, Cade.
Giannis. We're talking about guards.
No. I'm talking about overall players. I'm talking about overall players to make the All-Star team. Nah.
I think Contention in there, by the way. Just saying.
Because I'm going back to
I don't even think Jalen Johnson makes it.
No, I don't think he makes it, but I think he should make it.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm just saying.
He makes the fantasy all-star team, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
I like him. I'm just saying I like him, and I think he should. I think he deserves a shot. I'm not saying he's going to make it, but, you know.
I don't know, man.
He's a tremendous player to me, and the funny thing is, like, he barely played in college. Like, y'all know that. Like,
yeah, he's fantastic.
He did the Kyrie thing, yo. Like, oh, my toe hurt. I'm good. Go to the league, top 10 pick. Hey, I'm good.
Killing it.
Don't worry about it.
All right, guys. Look, this is awesome show, man. Look, I appreciate
Don't worry about it.
This is the group chat brought to life. You know, is what it is.
He's been hanging out with too many YNs, B. I'm telling you.
Oh, wow.
His son is a YN. What are you talking about?
He's getting all this playing, man.
Sharice, I'm sorry, Sharice. All right, guys. Well, look, let's wrap this up. I appreciate it. Again, thanks for contributors to come on. Prof, again, where can they reach you? I know you do a lot of coaching.
Oh yeah. I was trying to plug that. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, where can they reach you?
Thomas 2030. Follow me. I'm 58 subscribers away from 1,000.
Nice.
I'm an old man with almost 1,000 followers.
That's what's up.
Let's go.
That's what's up.
This might be it for me. So I mean, like, I need this 58. So whoever see this, just click it. You don't gotta ask. My team is nice. Hoops One Thomas 2030. Like, you'll see they 8th graders, all 6 foot, and most of them could dunk now. That's 8th graders. So if you lock in now, you might be watching pros.
That's facts.
Now.
That's facts.
Now.
All right. And Ron, let's plug you, man. Where can they find you at?
I am at Still Knick Fans on YouTube. You can also see me chopping it up and talking a lot of smack on X, aka Twitter, whatever. I got 2 shows, Mondays at 9 p.m. SKF Weekly, where we do like a weekly recap of Knicks games and whatever happened the previous week. And we also have a Saturday show called Know the Ledge, which is an open panel show where everybody can come up and talk on the panel about their love or hate of the Knicks. So,
I love Know the Ledge.
Yeah.
After after that ass whooping your team gave mine, I'm definitely gonna be on the panel for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to be there, man. I mean,
you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there.
And that's why this weekly tip-off show is all-encompassing, right? It talks about all different teams in the NBA. You guys, if you're a fan of another team, whatever, you guys are welcome to come on the panel or even in the chat and talk about your team. We're respectful and we appreciate y'all. We got an Indiana fan that comes in all the time, but he's real good. He's good people, so it doesn't matter.
What's up? That's what's up. Yeah. All right. Well, look, appreciate you joining the show, guys. Thanks again. We'll have you on. And guys, look, this is the weekly tip-off. Continue joining us. Like, subscribe, and follow these guys on the panel here. Again, weekly tip-off brought to you by the Fantasy Basketball Advice Network. Thank you to all the producers. Thank you for everyone joining the show. Appreciate it. Much love. See you next time.
Peace.